Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. I'm excited to be here. I had a unique idea that I thought I would share with you guys today. This is the Erin Condren Petite Petite Planner Folio System. Sorry, I stumble over my words a lot, so hopefully I can get through this video. And what I wanted to do is show you how I'm using an old daily petite planner for something for today and kind of re-stickered it so I can use it now because I don't have the new ones. And I was trying out a new system and I didn't want to ruin a new one, and I happened to find that I had an old one that hadn't been used at all. So I wanted to show you kind of how I use something and repurpose something that was dated for last year for this year. So let me get this open here. So what I did was when I bought this, I bought everything here I've purchased myself, and this is not sponsored at all, but I had purchased the, like a package of items, which were 2 petite planners, this July to September and October to December petite planners from last year, and some markers and some other things. And they all kind of came in a package, and they were all heavily discounted because this was actually expiring, and I didn't realize that when I got it. And when I got it, I was like, well, this one's almost over, so I didn't use this one at all, but I did use the October through December. And I liked it, but I didn't use it for what I did use this one for, which was meal planning. I did like the other one, but what I was using it for wasn't really working out. So this actually turned out to be a better idea. So what I had done, I wrote my name here, meal planning book, and even though this is last year's, I went online to purchase my very first Planner Kate stickers. And I got the January stickers. Now this is actually for July, but her stickers covered everything up, and I went, wow, this could work. This can work very easily for me. And I was trying out the meal planning in the sense that I have a hard time just coming up with new meals, new recipes. I don't enjoy cooking. I don't want to cook. I just know I have to cook. So what worked this past month since the 11th, and I've stuck to it, 2 things: this planner and HelloFresh. I've been cooking HelloFresh meals because it's prepackaged, it comes to your door, and you don't need to go to the store for anything. And I go to the store enough as it is, and I get tired of going to the store and trying to come up with recipes and buying too much of something and not having enough recipes to finish it out. So I always had leftover stuff that got thrown out, and that just bothered me. But with HelloFresh, I get 3 meals a week, and I break it down throughout the week. So it gives me 3 dinners I don't have to plan for, except for what night I'm going to eat them. And then I have to come up with 2 I actually have to fix and then take out. So, which is really good because I was getting so tired of trying to come up with meals, I was preferring to go out instead of cook meals. So I started using this system where I would write down what days HelloFresh was going to be eaten, and then I would try to come up with my husband and figure out what do we want for dinner on those other nights. So I was able to come up with at least 2 or 3 other meals that I could cook that I normally fix on my own and still have HelloFresh included. But I love how these stickers turned out. These are, like I said, very first set of Planner Kate stickers from Etsy, and I am absolutely in love with them. The design is beautiful, everything about them is beautiful. I can redate. This was actually 4th of July right here, but because she has so many dot stickers and these little asterisks, I can cover up all of them. It does leave the moon phases behind, but I really don't pay attention to that. That doesn't bother me. And the spacing is a little different in the old planner to the new ones that came out for this year. So I did order the rest of the year's planners. I still want to finish using this one before this goes January, February, March. So starting in April to December, I have those coming. Once I stickered this. I was like, and I stuck this out and I'm like, yes, I'm going to use this. I was like, yep, I'm doing this and this is going to work. So I'm really excited about that. But you can redate it. You can tell here the notes are a little bit longer than here in this one, and that this doesn't line up quite as well because I had to put extra thin washi strips on the top to cover. You see it sticks out just a little bit right there. What was different in the border here for January compared to the new ones coming up. So, and then I just put squares and decorated, and I thought, oh, it looks great. And I can track like paydays and when kids are out of school and things like that to remind me when I have to make meals, how much I really need in groceries for that week. So that's pretty awesome. So what I did, and obviously you can see this is July, I didn't, because I came in on the 11th to do this, and that's when I had my brainstorming idea, I didn't start until the 11th here. Now this here, don't know, oh I do have one there. So I have a little grocery list on here, so ignore that. Is just this notepad that I picked up at Walmart. It's a little Hallmark notepad. And I just cut it up and covered, because I hadn't got my Planner Kate stickers yet. And these are actually Happy Planner stickers. And so I just taped them down, or ran a tape runner over it and, taped it down. And me trying to break things down over here, budget-wise and money and what we had and stuff like that. And then I had put a little grocery list here and things like that. So this is how I started my first week, and you can tell I erased and came back. I use an erasable pen many times, and I don't mind that this book is sloppy, only in the sense this is just a plan meals. And because on Tuesdays, once a week, I have people come over to my house. We call it home group for our church, and we get together and fellowship and talk and all that. And it's led by our pastor and his wife, and we talk about Sunday sermon and what's going on in each other's lives, and take care and pray for one another and things like that. I have to make sure the house is clean, so I decided to put that in here as well. Not my full cleaning schedule, but specific areas that I know people are going to be in the house. So, and then this is just sticker tape, I think. Yeah, just sticker tape. I just kind of put it down. And I thought about putting video ideas and stuff, but haven't really stuck with that. Though the days didn't match the date, and I sort of didn't like that because Monday and Tuesday fell on what is considered a weekend in their calendar. I decided to switch back. So I stopped here and marked these 2 pages out, and then I just left the day of the week and changed the date. So this is how I'm actually using it. And it does line up, kinda. It does get thrown off a little bit towards the end of the month, and I'll show you here where it goes. There's the 28th, and then the 29th, and then the 30th, Friday the 31st, and this is now, and I haven't stickered this yet, this is going to be the 1st. So I haven't done February's yet, but I'm going to go into February, and then it does line up, but I do have to double up some days, which is fine, because if I'm only just putting my meal plan, which is what kind of dinner I'm having with HelloFresh, or what kind of meal I'm planning for my family the nights I cook, that's not HelloFresh, then it's only a few items, so it's not like I'm planning a whole lot of stuff. So, but I really loved how this turned out, where I could take full boxes from Planner Kate and cover up the calendar. That's the July. Used her washi strips all over the place, like even when it turned to yellow, when I went in, the blue looked good with Planner Kate stickers, but August is yellow. So when I'm going into February, into August, 1st of February, I was like, wow, that's a bright yellow. And her washi strips for Planner Kate fit very well over these little, what are they called? These headers right here. So I just put these over it, the length of the header, and then trimmed them off, and there you go. And I thought, wow, that looks really good. And a thin washi across the top to kind of take out that block. But that's it. That's all I really had to do. So this is, if you have an old Petite planner or old dated something and you're like, I can't use it because of the dates, you know, if you have sticker paper of your own and you have a pattern that you like, just print out some, you know, patterns, or, you know, you can purchase your own like I did. You don't have to, because it does get a little costly the more you do. But I wanted to do it and I was able to afford it, so I am doing it through Planner Kate stickers. But yeah, just take a little block and just cover it up and redate it, redo it, and it should work out great. I actually really have enjoyed doing this. So I thought today would be good. And these other planners, Petite planners I have, there's nothing in them. I want to use them, I just haven't found a reason to use them. But this is just lined notebook paper, notes paper, and then I have the habit, which I'm not very successful at starting or ending habits, so I don't know how to use this quite yet. But that was one of the things that came with the Petite planner that I got. But I wanted to go ahead and show you how I stickered, and we're going to go ahead and sticker for February as soon as I find my calendar. There it is. So this August is actually going to turn into my February. So here's my Planner Kate stickers for February, and I'm only just doing the monthly at this point. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. This design just spoke to me, and I completely fell in love with the pattern. Apparently I'm in the florals right now. So yeah, so that's kind of what's going on right now. I really, really love it. I do want to take a quick look at the previous calendar to make sure I'm thinking right. So yeah, so what I won't be able to do today, but I will do later, and I'll put a picture with it later, is this thin washi. And actually later today I should be getting the rest, because all I have is the month here for the Petite. I should get this thin washi this afternoon when my mail runs. So as soon as that gets here, then I'll finish what I'm doing. But for right now, we're just going to start this, and then I'll put the thin washi on at the end, and I'll show that to you guys later. So I've got my tweezers here, I got the stickers, so I'm going to go ahead and start with these strips and get these put down. Now, I'm not used to stickering and talking at the same time, but I will try my best. So, and I hope everyone is having a beautiful and blessed day today, because it is kind of really here in Virginia. It's a nice mild day. It's in the mid-50s. And I'm just enjoying seeing the sun outside and soaking that in through my window here. I'm using natural light today, because mainly that's all I have available to me. Because I know the rain is coming later this week, so. All right, so that looks pretty good. Even with the yellow, that looks really nice. So I usually use Sarah Marie stickers. And I've used Maury June Designs one time, and for one specific purpose. But now that I've used Planner Kate stickers, I see what everybody is raving about. I'm like, oh my gosh, so many choices, so many amazing things to look at and see. And as you can see here, see how the yellow is coming up on the top? I'll just take a thin washi as soon as I get the kit in. Oops, got that a little crooked. And that will cover the top like it did on January, so that won't be a problem later. But yeah, when you're re-stickering, because these stickers are for this year. I do believe Planner Kate sells stickers in her shop that go with the older Petite planners. I don't know if she still does, but she might. But they don't, and they would fit if she still has them. And I'm assuming that she might still have some. But these were so beautiful. I was like, I don't want to get the old ones, you know? I want the new ones. I'm so close on that. You know, you always want the latest and greatest, newest stuff sometimes. So I was willing to use a new one and modify. This is working out pretty good. And I love the colors. It's just, they just are so beautiful. Now, I still buy Sarah Marie stickers because I have a budget planning book. And if you haven't seen my budget planner, go back and look for those videos under budgeting. I use them as my headers. I don't use her budget kits. I love her budget kits. I think they're great. They're perfect. But because I'm using a Happy Planner extension pack, I don't need the labels that it comes with because the extension pack already has them. I'm just using the washi strips headers across the top. And maybe later I will show you what stickers I just got from Sarah Marie the other day. And they turned out amazing, and I just can't wait to get those planners taken care of later. So let's get the sidebar here. There we go. That went down very well. It looks beautiful, even with a little yellow on top. It kind of looks beautiful. I like it. And so here is the teeny tiny stickers. So I don't know if I have enough of these squares to go across the bottom and the top, because really this is the first. I went ahead and marked it with an erasable. My Frixon Ball Clicker 07 erasable, I think it's a gel pen. I love the erasable pens. So that's the first, and this is the 29th. There we go. So they erase pretty good. I mean, there's always some kind of residue left behind, but that's okay. I don't mind. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the first here, and I'm gonna put the 29th down at the bottom so that I know where to stop, or I'll just keep going. There we go. So I will probably, let's see, this might take a little bit. So sorry if it takes a little time. These are very tiny stickers. I can't believe February is already here. If any of you out there are just amazed at how fast time has been going, oh my goodness. And it seems like when you're doing planning and budget planning, and you're checking the bills off, and you're checking off your today's to-do list and all that stuff, time seems to go by faster than if you didn't do that. And I almost don't want to because of that, because I'm like, oh my goodness, I want things to slow down. But the older I get and the faster time goes, I'm like, my gosh, this is insane. So, but things have been pretty hectic around here and busy. My family is growing up and they're busier every day, and just time keeps flying. So I think after this part I'm going to speed through as I lay down these little stickers, because this is going to take me some time. I'm not very quick on this, so I'm not going to talk for a while. Okay, so there is all the stickers as far as the date dots. Looking really cute. I really like it. I think it looks really, really cute. So I'm just going to count, let's see, 2, 3, 4 of these. And then I have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think I did last time, let me see what I did last time. So the last calendar, and I did the whole bottom, I did 4 blocks and 3 asterisks. So I think I'm going to do that again, and then figure out what I'm going to do up here in just a second. So I think I'm going to take this block and put it over the first one here. There we go. And then, let's see, which of the two do I want to use? Do I go light or dark? I think I'm going to go dark. Okay. If I can get lined up. There we go. And then I'm going to go block and then end with a flower, I think. This is kind of cool. So yeah, February went by fast, January went by fast. And last week, I normally try to film every week, but last week I couldn't because everybody was home. Monday was Martin Luther King Jr. Federal holiday, and obviously we take time and reverence to reflect back on him and what amazing things he did for our country in civil rights and stuff, and I appreciated that. I always appreciate that every year. And my son was home from school. My husband was home for work because he works. He doesn't work for the federal government, but the company he works for is contracted by the federal government. So when there are federal holidays, he gets a holiday, which is kind of like when he was in the Navy, except for usually he was deployed for a federal holiday. So, but anyway, let's see how many. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I can do this. Let's see if I can alternate this with solid and asterisks, because I have 4 solid and 3 asterisks, so maybe that'll work out. Just give it a little bit of a pattern here. But then Tuesday, after the federal holiday, my son was excused from school because in his school, when you take the state exam, and here it's called the SOL, or Standard of Learning, in the state exam, if you score high enough and you don't have very many absences, you are excused from the class exam. So he didn't have a class. I'm like, okay, well, you're home Monday and Tuesday, and again on Wednesday. So, because he was able to be excused from all his classes, not just 1 or 2 exams. He got all of them. I'm like, okay, you're home this week, that's for sure. Oh, cool. I had enough of these to cover all of those. And there we go. Now, all of February is hidden. Look at that. I love it. It looks beautiful. And I can't wait till I get my stickers that match this, that are washi strips. I only bought 1 set of washi strips, and I'll show you what January's washi strips look like. So this is the January kit, just like you saw me put down. And then I had, let's see, I've used some of them, but you can kind of tell. These are the washi strips that kind of go along with it. These two were a thinner version of this, almost split down the middle of this, and this was more of a solid, this top color here. That's what this one was a solid one. And I still have plenty of washi strips left over, so I bought more than what I needed. But that's okay, because I am using them. I'm using them in my prayerful planner to decorate with, because I don't do the planning part in it for time block. But I do use the time block section from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. to write scripture and put inspirational stickers or whatever. So that's another video. I'll go and, so I do use all my stickers, and I try not to buy more than what I need, and things like that. So yeah, so this would go across the top, and then I have a sheet just like that. That's in the February version of the Petite planner for Planner Kate. coming today, and I have a March version because I've already got March's monthly kit, but I don't have March's washi strips, and I'm getting those today as well. So what I'm going to do now, I've already planned to this day. This is a takeout day, so I'm not going to put down HelloFresh and these stickers that I've done here in my monthly view, only because I think I wrote on here, sorry, distracting me, only because I like to do that as the weeks happen. So I think I'm gonna wait before I use any of these, and I'm considering I'm gonna need to buy more of these now that I realized last month I only had I started on the 11th, so I had enough, but not really. So anyway, that's another story. But I will put down paydays. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is President's Day, so I think it's no school day in February. I think that's what it is. I know they got one no school day. I can move that if I have to, but I'm gonna put that there for now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my husband's pay when it comes in. And even though he's retired military, it's always the first of the month they consider it. He actually gets it a little bit early just because the first of the month is a Saturday. So that's his military retirement pay and his disability pay. And then he has his, when did he get paid? His salary. He got paid on 24th. So no, and yes. So his salary pay comes every other Friday. So I'll put that in there just to remind me when he gets paid. So when I'm planning eating out, will we have enough? Should we cut back? You know, that kind of thing. The rest of these I don't think I need. So I think that's it. I think this turned out really well, and I hope it's coming across on camera that you can see it really well. But I've definitely enjoyed putting it together and talking with you guys. And if you have any questions about the stickers I used, I'm trying to remember what they are called. I don't know off the top of my head, but if I can remember, I'll try to link it down below and say which one. I believe it's called Just Dance, now that I think about it, because I think the full boxes have the full ballet slippers. So I think this one's called Just Dance. I know my March one is the Mint Dream, and I'll show you the March stickers as well. But I'll try to put them down below and so you can see. But this is what March is going to look like. And it is also gorgeous because I'm in love with these florals. I mean, I just think they're just gorgeous. So I'm excited to get all my stickers for February and my washi strips and the rest of the washi strips for this. And I can't wait to put down March. Not sure if I'll be putting it down on camera. It depends on how this video turns out. But I hope everyone has an amazing and blessed day. If you have questions or comments about how I changed this, I'll flip through a little bit here though before I go of what I had to change. And I just kind of wrote it out in pen. I don't have anything stickered back here. So this is going to be first, even though it's August 3rd, this is going to be the first because that's a Saturday. And then, silly me, I accidentally skipped 2 of these weekend days. I just went across the top when I redated it. I went to the 8th, 9th, and I went so far in to the end that I said, you know what? I'm not going to go back and change this because I already changed it once where I messed up. So how I'm adjusting for February and August is at the very end. See, I had to skip this one too because I was just like, never mind. So, because I'm not writing a lot other than HelloFresh and what kind of meal it was, I just gave the 24th, 25th, and 26th their own little block here. And then this is September. An interesting note about September, I'll tell you in just a second. And then the 27th and 28th here, and then Saturday the 31st. So this is the 29th, which is the 31st of August here. And I will be washi taping over these numbers and everything and redating them better. I'm hoping to find some kind of date dots I can put in here instead. We'll see. I don't know. But what's interesting is Sunday, September 1st, all the way through the 31st, or 30th, excuse me, matches March. And I'm like, cool. I didn't have to change the dates, which is why I chopped up so much of February. And I didn't mind chopping it up so much because I knew that this September lined up with March so well. So pretty excited about that. I didn't have to do anything for that change-wise, and I didn't mind doing this because, like I said, this is an old planner. It's not going to get used on its actual dates. It can't. It's history. It doesn't exist anymore. But what does exist is the paper and the fact that I can make it look like it belongs, like I did back here, just by changing things up a little bit. I just realized I never covered that 21 up. It's okay. Like I said, it's mine. I want it to be a little bit sloppy because this is my first time using it. And I like that I got something pretty much for free in an order that I got that I couldn't use, that I could practice on. So when I get my new ones, I've already had 3 months into this and I have a rhythm down. Now I do know the new ones look different. There's a hexagon here and then there's a calendar here. What calendar was here is down here. So I do know the layout's quite a bit different. And then this top does not have like a design or anything up here, like these little hash marks. So, and that's okay. I'm prepared for that. I'm just playing around, trying to figure out what works and what keeps me motivated in coming back and meal planning. And that's what's important to me, is coming back and meal planning and making my life a little bit easier. And having HelloFresh and having this little planner has made my life so much easier. So I hope everyone has an amazing, blessed day. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscription and see more of our videos, I would love to have you come along for the ride. So I hope everybody has an amazing and blessed day. Thanks. Bye.